What is this? Oh, right. Okay.
Brand new free-to-play account. The main goal was to beat the highest difficulty of Pure Fiction, MrPokke Shadow, and Memory of Chaos with at least 1 star. This video will show that this is a very bad idea. Warning, this challenge is not fun. It is a lot of grinding and you will need a lot of luck if you want to beat it. Also, people have done this challenge before and you should check them out. That's all, let's get started. After choosing a good name for myself, I skip every single cutscene that I see. After that, I pick up Donhang and Archer who will carry me for the rest of the challenge. After speedrunning through Herta Station, I meet the first boss in the game. But since Archer is the GOAT, the boss just gets one-shotted. Once I reach Belobog, I go back to skipping the story.
Oh my god. Nostalgia. And there was...
Fun fact, if you manage your skill points correctly, you can just skip Kekoya's ultimate move. After finishing that boss, I finally had enough pulls to get a standard banner 5-star character. I have no use for you. I also got access to Remembrance Trailblazer, which is a massive upgrade for the account. My next goal was to get one of the Herta Bond light cones for Archer, which didn't take too long because Archer just one-shots everything. After finishing my first simulated universe run, I was reminded of how many pulls the game gives you, which is a lot. Now it's time to do all the events for pulls. First up is the Droma's event, which is a big hair simulator.
Yay. Oh my god, it's so cute.
The events might be extremely boring to do, but at least I got a lot of pulls out of it.
Oh my god, 300k.
The Seal Slammers, which is really easy to do if you just use this team setup. The Red Seal is probably the strongest one because you could just one-shot everything like this. The last event I had to do was this challenge, which seems cool, but if you're lazy like me, you could just turn on autoplay and go watch TikTok. After my first day of playing, I got over 67 pulls, which is way more than I expected on the first day. On the second day, I thought it'd be a good idea to start the next part of the story. With that finished, I moved on to the Relic event that drops more relics. I grabbed a random support character and I grinded until I wanted to fall asleep. After an hour of grinding relics, this is what Archer's stats look like. Not the best, but decent for this level. On the third day, I went to clean up leftover quests that I had, but I also happened to get pretty dang lucky.
Oh.
Next up was the Siren update, and the first character I wanted to get for this challenge was Casterus because I needed a second DPS. What came next is probably the worst luck I have ever had pulling for a character. After that horrible experience,
Yo, chat. Theoretically, what if that was Bob, guys? What if that was Bob? Will y'all show sympathy to Bob? Theoretically speaking, if Bob just did that and when we went 160 boosts for like the first 4 units, will y'all cry? Will y'all give Bob 1,000 Stellar Jades because he doesn't deserve to be that unlucky? Or we will with Jaja? Oh, okay. I see that.
I got my free run May and start to work on the new Snack Dash event. It's a pretty easy event where the person who wins is based on who throws the most trash.
Yay.
After getting some J's, I reached Heart Pity again and got Casterus. I leveled her up and used the new Relic event to get the worst relics you will probably ever see in your life. Getting this character was a very painful experience, but at least I'm doing triple the damage I was doing before. I then thought it would be best to do the Penacony story and just skip through all of it for the experience.
Oh man.
After that quest, I went to go pull for Hyacinth to complete my Casterus team. I thought I should mention that I won the 50-50 to get Hyacinth, and I instantly went to go tell my friend about it.
Yay.
After flexing on my friend that I actually won a 50-50, I went to go finish the Penacony story, which only took an hour because Casterus was able to one-shot everything. With Penacony finish, I collected my free stuff and I got to level 50. I also got Cyrene, which is a massive upgrade for my team.
Yay.
Okay, I might have done a little bit of grinding. I have done most of Currency Wars and I beat the highest difficulty of Golden Gears and Storm Disaster. I also maxed out Cyrene, which was pretty quick. And after all of that grinding, I had roughly 20 pulls saved up for Finon. Getting Finon would be perfect because I already have a good team set up for him. I had
Okay, personally, as the HSR expert, I would not get Finon. Because, okay, unless he's doing this just for the 30-day challenge, right? Just for the sake of clearing MOC, then fine. Then he's gonna dump the account and he's gonna quit, fine. But like, if I were to make a Bob in 2026, pulling the Remembrance flagship, yes. But I would just make, because the game gives you a DHPD and Archer for free. Alright, then you can just pivot into that for your second team, and let your first Remembrance flagship clear like, I don't know, 2 or 3 cycles, and the second thing just take your own sweet time, and eventually you will be like, in a much better position to just go for version 4. So that's what I would do. Yeah, but if you just want to speedrun MOC, then it is
setups for him. I had to reach hard pity again, but that's fine. I just
Final mains are gonna get me. Okay, think about it. If he gets Final right now, who is he gonna use Final with? Cause he ain't got Sarija, bro. What's he gonna do? Ting Yun Bronya DHPD? You might as well literally just use Archer at that point. You know what I'm saying?
to win my 50-50.
Oh my god.
I hate Blade so much. I thought I was going to win my 50-50 in that moment. I thought Finon was going to show up, but then I see absolute trash appear on my screen. It's fine because I still have some story to grind, and I'm done.
I'm done.
I did end up getting Finon and his Lycone, but I won't forget what Blade did to me. I thought I should mention the absolute horrible luck I have had so far. I have used more.
Okay, chat, I legitimately think if Bob has something like this, bro, y'all won't even care, bro. Y'all would not even give a fuck. If Bob started in 2026, and this is the hand that Bob would deal with, bro, y'all would just laugh, bro. Y'all would be like, oh my god, Bob, he needs this. He needs it. And then like when we can't even clear MOC for the next 6 months, and oh my god, who the fuck cares, bro? So like, respectfully, gacha players, y'all are hypocrites, right? Y'all legit are hypocrites. If someone is less lucky than you laugh at them. If someone is more lucky than you cry about it. So I really want to do
more than roughly 500 pulls on this account, and I am in the bottom 5% of players in terms of luck.
Wait. Let me pull up Bob's. Let me pull up Bob's. Is this Bob? Hold up. How do I see my I think, oh, I'm not sure if this is, I haven't updated this in a while, by the way. I have not updated this in a while, but okay. It could be a very different one. Okay, anyways, let's continue.
Average pity for a 5-star is 78. This is the reason why I'm focused on getting only 1 star in the endgame, because with Honkai, anything could happen, and I just so happen to get the worst luck possible.
Yo, chat, stop crying. Here's a cookie. Yippee! For me.
It is the last day of November. I have 2 teams that work well for the current endgame, and now it's time to see if I wasted the last 30 days of my life. All of them are leveled to 80, and most of them have their traces leveled up. I will mention that I probably should have gotten Tribby instead of Cyrene. Cyrene isn't a bad character, but she requires a lot of speed in order to work well. So if you see me struggle to get her ultimate, it's because her speed is comparable to a turtle. The first...
I'm pretty sure even if bro gives Cyrene 200 speed, with this Bronya team, you're probably not gonna go very far. Like, even if she has, bro, even if she has 300 speed, I think you still won't get the stacks fast enough.
It's because her speed is comparable to a turtle. The first endgame mode I went to go test my teams on was Pure Fiction. I wasn't scared of Pure Fiction in the slightest because Castrus and Hyacinth on the same team is overpowered. Their rotation is pretty simple. Castrus sponsors Dragon, Dragon explodes, Hyacinth turbocharges the next dragon, repeat. Remember, Trailblazer and Ruan Mei are there to increase the dragon's damage and serve no other purpose. This team had a score of roughly 24,000 points, which isn't the best.
Also, I literally just realized if he did pull for Teep, he's probably gonna end up running Kazura's Teep highest in the RMC and then give Run Mei to Finon, which is, I'm almost certain it will be worse than Cyrene, even though Cyrene is really, really slow. Because Ranmei ain't really gonna do as much, especially when your Final doesn't have Cervisia, right? You have no Cervisia and you have no arms your Final. You only have like a Bronya. Then you slap on DHPD, it's gonna be DHPD Ranmei. DHPD Ranmei, Bronya, Final. So no matter how you look at it, the team is kind of cooked if he were to get Teep. So I do think that when he put Cyrene, it's like the best thing that he could have done. Considering that he wanted to invest in Final, right? I wouldn't have invested in Final in the first place because I would have stuck with Archer. So if we stuck with Archer, maybe we could do something like the 4-star Archer clears. Right? The one without Sparkle. So you just go get yourself the, let's just say for example, Hanya. You can get like a, I don't think you will actually run Bronya unless you do the basic Bronya. And then you stick with the DHPD. It will be hella fucking cooked. But at least you save more pools for version 4. But this is a challenge anyways, because you want to clear as fast as humanly possible, right? So he doesn't really have a choice. So
it's good enough. Next up was the Finon team. You'll probably notice that I put Cyrene on his team and not the Castrus one. This is because Cyrene lets Finon stay in his ultimate form forever. This lets me avoid having to build up Finon's ultimate again after it ends. Fair warning, Cyrene with Finon is usually a bad idea, because Cyrene takes forever to get her first ultimate in his teams. But, because I know it's going to be a long fight, her buff for Finon is worth it. Although Cyrene's ultimate took an entire cycle to charge, the moment I got it up, all I had to do was buff Finon, use his ultimate, and alternate between using counter and his skill for the rest of the fight. Using this method, I got enough points to clear Pure Fiction. It's a 1-star clear, but I'm proud of it.
A clear is a clear.
Shadow was the next test, and honestly, I had no clue if I was going to beat it. There is a Quantum Weak boss, so I could just use my caster's team on it. The problem is that the other boss is not weak to physical damage at all. Finon does have the ability to implant weakness, but the boss still takes less physical damage. The main mechanic of the boss is to kill the flowers the boss spawns in, but if all of them take less damage, killing them takes forever, which leads to the main problem, Finon's ultimate duration. Finon's ultimate form was a challenge to manage and time correctly. I ended up using most of his ultimate to kill the flowers, but I had no turns left to actually damage the boss, you know, the main part of the fight. So for most of the damage phase, I would have to actually rebuild his ultimate, which was extremely annoying. I wish there was a way to have his ultimate form last forever. Oh wait, there is. Cyrene's buff comes in clutch again. However, I have to take her away from the Caster's team. Caster's should be fine because the boss is weak to Quantum and Ruan Mei will be there to help break its weakness. So they should be fine, right?
Whoa. Okay, that is. No, I don't want to. Tree. Huh?
That went horrible. But they did kill the boss and got half the points needed for a clear. Now I can finally use Cyrene with Finon. It's the same exact method I used for Pure Fiction. The moment Finon used his ultimate, I could just press auto for most of the fight and go on TikTok. I'll be honest, looking at a 1-star clear kinda hurts, but a clear is a clear.
A clear is a clear.
It's time for the last endgame mode, Memory of Chaos.
If this account can clear, I wonder how long it will actually take, bro, to clear Anomaly Arbitration. That should be a challenge, by the way. How long would it take for a fresh account to clear Anomaly Arbitration? Yep, maybe somebody can do the challenge next time.
At this point of recording footage, I was getting fairly tired because at this point I spent roughly 3 hours on the previous 2 modes on the same day.
Oh, boy.
I didn't want to think, so I let autoplay decide my fate. One of the requirements for clearing Memory of Chaos is just having no down characters, but deep down I really was hoping my 2 teams could get a 3-star clear. Casters should be able to beat the boss within 5 to 6 cycles. Well, that didn't go well. It was like seeing a dream of mine get shattered. When I saw this, I dreamed of a different timeline where I actually got lucky enough to get Tribute for my caster's team. Now it's Finon's turn in Memory of Chaos. I did the exact same strategy I did for the previous 2 modes, and Finon was actually able to clear within 5 to 6 cycles, unlike Casterus.
Whoa! Finon clear faster than Casterus. Holy! Okay, 2-star Aussie is real.
I do feel proud of
myself. Aussie, bro, 35 out of 36 is really, really good, though. I think he literally only missed 2-star, 2-star, and 1-star. I think within 1 month, for a fresh account, that is crazy fucking good.
Clearing
That
every
is-
endgame mode, but I do feel like I could have done much better and gotten 3-star clears. Just in case if anyone wants to try this out for fun, for some reason, I do have a few ideas on how to improve for this challenge. Speedrun the story for the first week. This is mainly to get to level 60 and enables you to grind better in the endgame. Use your stamina only on leveling characters and skills. Relics should be the last thing you grind.
Yep,
I recommend doing
absolutely.
this challenge during an anniversary because you could get way more tickets. For the last tip, just get lucky. Okay, goodbye.
I mean, he's not wrong though. He's not. Oh. I mean, he's not wrong. All right. Thank you so much, Bob Dodo, for a beautiful, beautiful guide for speed running a HSR endgame content in less than 1 month, right? Thank you. And I will be seeing you guys on the Clip channel. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, yo, if Bob Dodo ever watches this react, please do one where you can speed run clear Anomaly Arbitration. I think that would be really, like, bring this account and see how long it would take you to clear Anomaly Arbitration. Right? Prepare for version 4 and then we'll see what's up. Right? Bye-bye. You have cooled your last cool, my man.